We're back in the land of the Karens, where Karens are doing absolutely wild shenanigans, which is completely stupid. So welcome to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things. Let's get into the clips. Here we got the neighborhood Karen, who was not exactly happy with apparently how her friend was treated by this guy apparently calling her friend a biatch, and decided to make it everyone else's problem in the building by going over there and harassing the guy and screaming at the top of her lungs effectively. Here's what happens.
Saga continues. Meet Leah, one of Karen's minions. She was sent to my front door to do God knows what. Don't be a Leah.
Someone over there. You called my friend a fucking bitch. I don't think that's very manly of you.
I think you should take off.
I don't think so.
Take off. You see this? This is recording.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm recording too. You're calling my friend a bitch and you call yourself a fucking man?
Okay. I am a man. I'm more of a man than
You're a female. You act like a fucking female.
I gotta go down.
You're gonna call her a fucking bitch? Record me.
Karen. You
You're
guys should
Karen.
subscribe to my TikTok.
I will.
She's all over it.
Really? That's great.
Get out of here. I cannot. Oh my.
I can't believe you would be calling people fucking bitches out here.
All day. All day.
I know. I bet you would. I feel bad for your girlfriend.
All day. All day.
Move on. Don't tell me to move on.
Move on.
I can move whenever the fuck I want to. Yeah. Put me on your TikTok. Put me on your TikTok. My name's Leah.
Move on.
You want me to get my TikTok ad?
Move along.
Don't tell me to move on. Talk to me how you talk to her.
Bitch, move along.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna swing?
Are you gonna swing on me?
I would never hit a girl.
I'm not gonna swing either. So I'm just talking to you the way you're talking to me. Wait, I thought they took their cameras down. I thought they took. Hi guys, do you remember me?
In a minute.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You did 11,000 on TikTok. Actually, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Do something, bitch. I hope you do something.
What do you want me to do?
Where's your boyfriend?
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Literally, what do you want me to do? I want to put you on TikTok because my TikTok's pretty popular. He has to say hi because of my dog, and he called me shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch.
I mean, look at that. Would you say the same thing? Like, stupid bitch one and stupid bitch two.
Shut the fuck up, you shrimp dick. Shut the fuck up, shrimp dick.
I got
It's like that. Tell your ugly ass chihuahua, I hope it dies. Why not, bitch? Why not, motherfucking shit?
Good job. Absolutely magnificent. You just did absolutely brilliant over here. You totally haven't just made a fool of yourself on camera here like an absolute moron. And of course your friend actually was thinking a little further ahead and attempted to try and block the camera at the back end of the clip, but by that time it's already been to almost 3 minutes of you guys being absolute assholes, so it's a bit too late to fix that problem. Not only did all the audio get caught on camera, you also were caught on camera being a complete and utter tool to your neighbor. Oh, so what? Someone called your friend a bitch. Like, I'm sorry, is that really the end of the world? Genuinely speaking, you guys, is that really what everyone should be considering the absolute end of the world? Because I personally don't. I think that's just completely ridiculous. Yeah, maybe it's not the appropriate words I'd be using with other people, but at the same time, oh no, does it require you to go up to that person's house and knock on their door and then start going off at hurling abuse at them because they did that one word? I don't think so. Seems a little bit unnecessary, but hey, that's your choice. Here we have a bit of an argument with the old guy who's running the show at the golf course, and then the guy behind the camera who's apparently not being let through for some form of racist reason. I don't know what exactly is happening. Just here's a clip.
You can call my boss tomorrow and tell him that I wouldn't let you go. And his name is Paul Hennessy.
Because of what?
His name, and you can tell him I wouldn't let you go. His
Right,
name
you
is
had
Paul.
me wait here for how long telling me that you were going to let me go for like an hour now, right?
I said I'd get you a cart. I didn't say I'd let you go.
You said
I
you'd
told
give me
you
a
to go
cart.
out. I'm through arguing. Next. I'm through arguing. Next.
You're not done arguing.
Yes,
you
we are.
explaining to
I'm
me.
done.
I'm trying to
I'm
spend
done. I'm
money
not-
here, bro.
I told you what to do. Call my boss tomorrow. Next.
We're starting on the wait list.
Huh?
We're starting on the wait list.
You on the waiting list? Okay. What
You
time
had-
you got?
You had me on the waiting list.
I'm taking
For
you
how
off.
long?
I'm taking you off.
You're taking me off the
Yes,
waiting list.
because unless you want to take your boy somewhere, I'll let
I
you
wanna
go.
take him out to
I'll let
golf.
you go when there's the opening. I'll let you go when
You
there's
said
an
that an
opening.
hour ago. It's
I
opening
will
now.
let you go when there's an opening, but you cannot take your boy. Now you guys, I'm done.
I
I'm not
have
gonna
pictures
answer
of him
another
out here
question.
yesterday.
What do you guys want?
We're just trying to get away with this.
What's the name?
Shit.
Or do what I told you. Call my boss tomorrow.
You can give a shit less? Is that what you just
That's
said?
what I said. Because I haven't done nothing wrong.
Oh, okay.
And I suggest you leave before I have to call the Rangers.
You can call whoever you want. I want you to call him.
You cannot come stand in here and argue.
Argue what? What am I arguing about? I'm trying to play.
Wait, this is Chin.
When the time comes, you can go. There isn't
The
a
time
spot
came
yet.
an hour ago.
I don't care.
You steady letting people go past me.
See your name right there. I let these guys go out.
So I'm next.
You're still next.
So can I have a cart?
Yes, not till you go out.
To what?
Why would I give you a cart when you're not going out yet? You're not going out yet. What's your name?
Wait, is he in the waiting list?
This guy
He's on the waiting
He's
list.
racist.
Yeah.
For real.
From what I could summarize and put together with what actually happened here, it seems like at some point this guy was told that he was going to be given a golf cart. Maybe it was made clear that he was only going to get the golf cart when it was his time to go out, and that the expected time was going to be a lot sooner than what ended up happening here. And what ended up happening is after an hour or two, the guy went up to the counter and queried, okay, when am I going out? What's happening? Can I get my golf cart? Yada, 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 and was told no. It was something along those lines. I'm genuinely confused on what exactly is happening here. I wouldn't chalk it up to racism yet, because I don't understand enough about what happens here, especially considering at the back end of the set of clips, it seems like the guy was still going to be allowed to go out and golf when the time came, when the next spot on the waiting list came up, but then he also at some point said that no, you can't go with your boy, which whether that's referencing the guy having a child there with him or whether it just be a friend is another question, because I don't really see any clarification for that in this clip. I don't know, it just seems messy overall when it comes down to it. It seems like some miscommunication occurred here between the person serving at the counter and the customer behind the camera, and that has now caused this massive kerfuffle, which by the end of the clip I feel like just happened all over nothing. So this guy here is on his way to pick up his client's car, which is a really nice looking Porsche. Turns out there seems to be a bit of a scratch on the underbody of the actual vehicle itself, and well, a confrontation between the person who was holding onto this car for the past few days for potential work and then the person behind the camera.
Not a scratch.
It was a scratch and you
no,
just
it's
rubbed
not.
it off.
A scratch you can't rub off, bud.
Dude, it's still
That's
right
smudge.
there. You
That
just
is
tried rubbing it
smudge.
off.
That is shit. I told
Look.
you from the beginning.
Bro, you just tried rubbing it off. and
Where's
it
the
didn't come
light?
off.
Where's the
Right
Put
here.
your light on, man.
Look.
That is not. Run your finger across it, man.
Well, that's what I interpret as a scratch, okay?
That's a smudge.
But that's what I interpret as a scratch.
Well, man, do we have to look up the word scratch?
I'm not going to argue with you.
No,
man.
I'm not, man. Jesus Christ. Come on,
Did you
man.
sign? Are you ready to go?
You ran into the wrong guy. That's all I'm telling you, man.
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm not gonna do shit,
So
man.
then what are you threatening me for?
No, you're the one coming in here. It's a scratch. Oh, now you don't want to put your light on to show me it's a scratch? Come on, man. Please.
Okay.
Please, man.
A light. Okay. Now that's what it's coming down to, a light. All right.
No, man.
I would just like to continue on my way and go, man. That's all.
I just signed.
Okay. And I'm
Rough. Absolutely rough is probably the best way to describe this. I'm a car nut. I'm going to be honest. I like sports cars. They're really cool. I probably will get one in the future if I could ever somehow afford one. But in this situation, it seems like, okay, the underside of the vehicle here where that scratch seems to be, it seems like that part is made of some form of plastics. At least that's what it visually looks like. It might be some different material, might be carbon fiber, but I kind of doubt it with what it looks like and how scratched it looked like how the mark is there. And let's be completely honest here, the underside of your car, especially the plastics, is probably going to get scuff marks over time, unless the idea of this car is going to be a pristine looking car that will basically live a life in a garage, and we don't want any form of marks to end up on it whatsoever. Depending on what the reason why the car was here in the first place could vary the different levels of how annoyed I would be personally if I saw this on my car that was a multi-100K car. Maybe I'd be if it was like meant to be like some form of vinyl work or stuff along those lines, something where it's inside the pristine garage and wouldn't be taken out for any reason because it's more about detailing and washing and all that, then I would be slightly annoyed. But if it's like one of these cases where this vehicle was in the shop for some form of mechanical work, I wouldn't be that annoyed. It'd be slightly like it'd just be a little bit of a frustration, but I wouldn't be like this guy here. Granted, the person behind the camera is not the owner of the car. It's the person picking up the car for the owner instead of the owner doing it himself. So the owner might not actually care about that mark being there, because let's be real, you're going to get marks like that on the underside of your car, especially if you do use it on a regular occurrence by just going up driveways into various different car park scenarios, for example, or maybe the angle difference between the start of some form of ramp up is a little too much, so you slightly ding the back of your car because it's a little lower than what most other cars would be. Overall, I personally don't think this is a massive issue. Personally, I can understand why, but yeah, interesting. Here we have an interesting situation where this person was just fired from her job for some reason or another, and according to her, it's something that isn't a proper legitimate reason, so she decides to whip out her phone and record herself at TikTok going off at her old boss.
Me right there. That's her. Yeah, she fired me. That's her daughter right here. Crimp and blow? Yes. Yeah, you see, right? You see this, right? Yeah. They have nothing to say.
Please leave.
Oh, I'm gonna leave.
Please.
You know why I'm gonna leave? Because you're firing me for no reason at all.
Actually, no.
You have no proof that I was doing anything here in this establishment on all what? How many cameras? 1, 2, all these cameras. No, is no Janae.
Janae, please.
Go ahead and call security. Call whoever you have to call, because this is very disrespectful how you're treating me. You have no proof of anything.
Yes.
Nothing. You got a call from someone about a card that I gave them?
No.
I was here. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You have no proof of me being here.
Janae.
And I just want to get this on camera.
Please leave.
I do. I want to get this on camera. This lady right here is running an establishment that she hasn't even given me a t-shirt in 5 months. And you stole from me. Yes. I sold $1,000 hair extensions in here. What did y'all tell me? I don't get commission. What? You think I want to work here? Hell no.
Janae.
You know what? This is why I'm glad I live in Australia, because if this ever happened to you in Australia, you can literally take this. If you think that you were fired for a genuinely unfair reason, you can take it to this thing called Fair Work, where they will do their own investigation into it. They will poke and query the company or the business that claims certain things, and then actually probe for evidence to prove that what they were saying is true and the reason they fired you is a legitimate, justified reason. If not, they will pretty much force that business to pay the worker out X amount of money or various other different issues that will occur beyond that. But on the same note here, to be the type of person who immediately whips out your phone and records yourself going off at your own boss after getting fired, there's probably a few different things at play. Either A, you are actually being dead honest and you're being fired for an illegitimate reason, or B, you are a narcissist who is unable to take responsibility for your own actions. And that's also very possible, especially in the day and age where everyone's more willing to record themselves acting like absolute imbeciles to post it online to pretend like they've got some form of right to be on this side they're currently sitting on and that they're in the right, when when in reality, they're not really most of the time. I don't know, what do you guys think about this one? Do you think she's in the right, or do you think she's unwilling to accept that she's wrong? Prior to this clip recording, one of the female friends in this group came into this pizza place. I'm assuming it looks to be a pizza place. Came in and asked if she could borrow the toilets, and she was let go and allowed to go to the toilets. A few moments later, when she comes out of the toilet and the rest of the group appears, they also try to go to the toilet too. But at that point, the workers refuse letting any of them go to the toilet. So then we have this kerfuffle here.
All the trash cans, so I go to the bathroom. No, they did. No, stay. No, they moved the... Is there a reason?
I don't got time. Lots of need to use the bathroom, bro. This is what you want to do. Bro, I got money, bro.
Is there a reason he cannot go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
You just let me go to the bathroom. Can he go to the bathroom?
You see this sign right there? Do you see this sign?
So how could she go to the
He's
bathroom?
being racist. You see this sign right there?
How could she
You gotta go.
How could she
You gotta go. Don't ask me questions.
How could she go to the bathroom? How could she go to the bathroom then? How? So it's only out of service for certain people? How could she go to the bathroom then? You don't want to answer it. How could she go to the bathroom?
Go to the bathroom.
He doesn't want to answer.
How many boxes does it take, bro? I got money.
He just
But
opened the
my
door
bail
for me to go
costs
to the bathroom.
$1,700.
You're not supposed to be here. If the cops came, they will arrest you. You know that, right?
For what?
Yes, you are trespassing.
What are they gonna do? Arrest us too?
For what?
Let them arrest us then.
Wait, for what? For what?
They can arrest us, right, Grace?
No, wait, calm down.
They can
Calm
arrest
down.
us.
For what?
I got you.
So what, for what?
You guys being racist and harassing us. You gotta go.
You
what?
let our
You gotta
blonde.
go. You are trespassing. You gotta go.
So how can one person go to the bathroom but not the other?
Go.
Because he's black, he can't go to the bathroom?
Yes.
But the white girl can?
Don't ask me questions.
You let her.
You don't wanna
let the
answer
white
it.
girl go to the bathroom.
Oh, wait, but she could go though.
You have a public restroom.
He just moved.
But she could go.
Moved
But not him.
the garbage can so I can go to the bathroom. But
So
he
she can
can
go, but not him.
But he cannot.
That's interesting.
Why
wonder
can't
why
you just
that
let
is.
him go to the bathroom?
I really like that he's taping it because it's like really important. So she can go to the bathroom because she's a white blonde girl, but he can't. So make it make sense.
I want to see them.
Make the math. I'm sorry.
Listen, you think... Oh, man, you don't like...
It makes no sense.
I ain't even on that.
Yeah, he won't let him go to the bathroom, but he let my sister
Three
go.
boxes of pieces. Let me use the rest of the
Man, you gotta go, man.
clothes, right?
You gotta go, man. You gotta go. You're trespassing. You gotta go. I'm sorry. People are allowed here. You're trespassing.
Lady, can you step outside?
You gotta go.
Excuse me.
You gotta go.
Do you work here?
I actually do. I'm a security guard.
You're letting
Can you step outside?
me go to the bathroom and not him?
There's no bathroom in here.
I already went.
There's no bathroom in
Yes,
here.
they moved the garbage can so I go to the
That's
bathroom.
still the bathroom is closed. I'm sorry. Can y'all
Public
please?
restroom. Do you understand?
Can y'all please step outside?
Do you understand or not?
Oh,
This is not a customer.
why could she go though?
That's fine. Race has nothing
Are
to do
you
with
serious
this.
right now?
Race has nothing to do with this.
You would not let him go to the bathroom. He
Please.
just tried to order a sliced pizza outside.
He tried to order food here.
Okay, I'm not worried about.
I can do what I want.
Okay.
I can.
Then can you step outside and do whatever you want, please?
It's
Thank
a
you.
free country.
It is. Definitely. Come on, can y'all please step outside?
Not my people. What are you talking about? Them not my
Exactly. Now you're bringing race into it.
Oh, yeah. It's not my people.
My sister's in there, so honey.
Hey, they ain't nothing wrong.
Y'all can-
I'm off y'all shit. You feel me? Hey, we just waiting on some. Hey, let it go. It's okay. Let it go. It's okay. Let it go.
No.
It's okay. I understand. I'm mad too.
No, I'm recording.
But look, hey,
That's
what happened?
stupid. They let her go to the bathroom.
Second up. So the second they tell me.
What the fuck?
We got it on video. sorry, but this is.
So I got a brother said they made her buy something first to use the bathroom.
I was confused at first with this clip's existence, but slowly as I watched through the entire thing over the first running, it started to click, and I think it's as simple as this. I don't think racism has anything to do with it. It's something worse. I think, based upon how this clip's being said, is that the sister of the person who's recording, who went to the toilet first, might have gotten to this place a little bit ahead of the rest of the group, and so was let in to go to the toilet that is there for the staff members. That's why there wouldn't be any form of gender-separated toilets, because there's probably just 1 or 2 toilets out the back for use for the staff members whenever they need it. Hence the reason why the garbage can would have had to be moved, and they would have had to go through that weird way to get to the toilet, and that's also why this supposed security guard at the end would have no idea of the toilet existing there in the first place, because it's a toilet that's probably only meant for the staff to be used, and that's it. So I'm assuming that the person who managed to go to the toilet got here slightly ahead of the group and was let to go to the toilet because the worker who she talked to either A, decided to be nice to a woman, or B, kind of liked the look of the woman and decided to be nice, or some various other reasons why. But mostly relating to the fact that she is a good-looking woman and the person behind the counter is like, ooh, I want to be nice to this person. You know how it is, right? You get what I'm trying to get over here. And then when the rest of the group appears, he doesn't have the same motivation to let them through, so it's like, nah, I'm sorry, it's out of order, we can't use it. When in reality, none of them should have been able to use that toilet in the first place, because it's not one that is usable for the customers. It's one that's out the back, meant to be used for the staff members of the place. Because I worked at a butcher shop about 3-4 years ago, and they had a similar thing where there was public toilets in the whole building itself, but you were required to get a key from one of the various workplaces to go and use it. But the actual butcher shop itself did have a single toilet out the back that would be used occasionally by the workers in the middle of a shift. But beyond that would usually not get used too often. There would be a very rare occasion where a customer is allowed to use it because the other ones were out of order or something along those lines, but usually no one should be using that aside from the workers when it's absolutely necessary type deal. And that's probably what this is here. It's still very wrong that the entire situation was handled the way it was handled, and clearly the person who let the girl go to the toilet in the first place was just like not willing to acknowledge the main reason why he did that. But I mean, that's what people are. They're pretty crazy, they're pretty whack at times. And considering you're in the middle of a big city, personally, after I realized that this worker wasn't going to budge, I would have just personally moved on and felt it's just not worth the effort. This person's clearly not going to change their mind. Heck, you got pushed out anyway, so you wasted all this time when someone apparently needed to go to the toilet over something that, yeah, there's a TikTok that I'm now watching here and talking about, but ultimately isn't much more than that. Here we have the group that is going into a hairdresser to get a haircut, and it turns out this person isn't exactly a fan of the people who may or may not have come from across a southern border in a certain country. I mean, why am I referencing that way? So here comes this beautiful clip.
Across the border, you know? People coming across the border, I don't know where you're from. I don't know where you come from.
I am Honduras.
I know, but how do I know you didn't just come across the border? The southern border. I'm not, I know cut migrants. No, I'm not going to call, no migrants. Okay? Okay? You have to understand.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Que no.
No corte, pelo, no.
No hay inmigrantes.
No inmigrantes.
What?
No inmigrantes.
Did you come across the border, the southern border?
La frontera.
Ah.
From Honduras?
Honduras.
Recently? Recently?
No, but me come here when we have a 14
visa?
Yes.
Visa?
Yes. I have license.
You have citizen?
Yeah.
You can show me?
I have in my car.
Pero ¿por qué le vas a enseñar si ella no es de migración?
Pero ella quiere ver mi license.
Pero no te la puede pedir porque ella no es de migración, no es una autoridad. Okay.
You know, up to a certain point, you had some form of plausible deniability of this entire event. But then the moment you said, I don't cut migrants' hair, is the moment where you just had full-blown racism inside, like, just in general, full-blown racism. Heck, if these people were willing to bring it up to some form of police force or some form of court of law, I'm 90% sure you can actually get in a fair bit of trouble because you're not refusing to service someone in explicit reason because of their race. And you have no way to deny that fact now because you explicitly said in this recording that you don't cut migrants' hair. Like, at least up until you said that, you had some form of plausible deniability that a majority of places will have in instances like this. Especially with a majority of other clips we've watched over the past way too long. A lot of those businesses have some form of plausible deniability about what happened. You don't, because you were recorded on film directly saying you won't serve them because they're migrants. And there's no other reason for it. Smart 101. Here we have a Karen going off at someone else for apparently cutting in line to go to the gas pumps before her. Well, here's the clip. I'll talk about it after.
That was really rude. Jessica, you were really rude. Just so you know, you're really rude. You're really rude. Because my blinker was right there. I've been waiting for 3 minutes.
Well, you're at a pump now.
You're really rude.
You're at a pump now, so why are you mad?
And you were really rude.
Well, you're at a pump, so why are you mad?
Because you were rude.
Okay,
All I want is that I'm sorry.
That's fine.
All I want is that I'm
Well, you're not
sorry.
getting it.
I was rude. Okay, well then that shows you that your mom obviously didn't do a good job.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day. I like your shirt.
I'm going to assume this is like one of those cases where she was in the line, quotation marks, was in reality sitting off to the side, not quite in the line, but pretty much there at the moment that she realizes that a pump is free, she'll go in. But she was probably sitting there on her phone, and when a pump did become free, she didn't go immediately, so the Dodge Charger here, or the Hellcat I believe it is, decided, oh yep, this person doesn't seem to be going for that pump that just freed up, I'm going to go grab it myself. And now a little bit later, she decides to go off with the guy for doing that, even though it seems to be the case that she just wasn't paying attention in the line. I don't know. Here we have the neighborhood Karen, who seems to be a bit loony, taking her dogs out for a walk, and after coming back decides to go off at her neighbor for apparently getting her fired. Let's watch the clip.
My dogs are afraid of me because of you. This is you. Fucking bitch. Come.
Here, and it looks like you are too. We'll be right there.
Really? Where's your mom? You know the door can't ring the doorbell. Bitch, you cost me my job. You cost me my fucking job. How cost you your job? You called. I work for the city. I used to work for the city. You called the city because I dropped a glass off my goddamn. I did not fucking call the city, ma'am. I issues, but I would never in life try to get you fired. I never called the city. I did not call your job.
That's what you did.
No, I did not.
You called the law on me.
But I didn't call the city.
Yeah, you called the law on me. I lost my job because of you.
Well, that's not my issue.
Yeah, it is your issue because you can't control your kids.
Ma'am, you was cussing at the little white girl. I got you up. My camera records.
Really?
She was down here on the steps and you came out cussing. Do you want me to show you the video? I got you on fucking camera cussing at the little girls and I showed it to the office. And I showed it to her and I showed her and I showed it up to you on camera cussing at the little kid. So you was too fucking drunk to hold your fucking liquor, so you dropped a fucking glass on the kids. That's not my fucking issue. That's your issue. Learn how to hold your fucking liquor. That's what you need to do. Learn how to hold your fucking liquor. That's not my issue. You lost your job.
My issue is you called the law on me.
Okay, you dropped a fucking glass on the kids.
Because these kids is screaming at my dogs, and I had to jump up.
The first thing I just want to point out here, did anyone else notice how that dog was acting? Is it just me, or did that dog seems very uncomfortable and unhappy in its current position in life? Like it was sitting there, not doing anything. She has no idea how to operate that lead by the clearest of degrees, considering she was trying to pull it to get the dog to start walking, but failed miserably. And then when the dog started walking, when it was going down the stairs, it was moping in a way, and the dog's tail was tucked between its legs. Now that just might be because the dog's tail don't work no more, but I doubt it. It seems like that dog is genuinely unhappy, potentially distressed, and various other things if it's not even willing to go out for a walk. And considering the actions of this person later in the clip, that wouldn't be too surprising that the dog's home life is a bit miserable. Anyway, moving along from that one, by the sound of the story here, it turns out that one night this person got obscenely drunk and then started doing obscene things in the neighborhood, potentially doing some wrong things towards the kids, and ultimately the neighbor here whose doorbell we're looking at called the cops on them to get them arrested, to potentially hope that it would clear up the ordeal because they were going a bit loony. And ultimately, because she works with the city, it got back to the city itself and they decided to fire her, to terminate her contract because of her disorderly conduct with someone else who lives in the city. That's probably what happened here, and this Karen is a bit of a lunatic. I wouldn't be too surprised if she's drunk right now with this in this clip, considering the way she's swaying around when she's trying to stand still, and she's now just trying to blame it on her neighbor when it's entirely her fault.